What's up, guys? It's Vape back with Vape Reborn, and today I want to go over this state of vaping, the battle we're fighting, where vaping stands in the American government, and a lot more today. So let's get into that. So, alright, if you're not brought up on the matter, which, unless you live under a rock, you already know what I'm talking about, vaping is in a state of crisis right now. The whole vape industry, not even just vaping as a word, but the whole vape industry is in a state of crisis. The government is trying to shut us down, saying nicotine vaping, juices, not THC, CBD, just nicotine juices, are hurting people, when that is not the case. There has been no cases proven that nicotine vaping and nicotine vape juice has caused any injury to date. Please, if you can find anything that disregards that, post it below. It doesn't exist. I've looked countless times. It does not exist. Right now, the government wants to take away vaping in total by taking away vape flavors. Right now, I'm running some bubblegum berry blow-doh by Humble. They want to take that away from us. They think we should only be vaping tobacco because only children like flavors. Let me tell you something. I'm 23, turning 24. I like bubblegum flavored shit. I like apple flavored shit. I like watermelon flavored shit. I think you can all relate to that. Every day, we are fighting the American government. And around the world, they're fighting too. I am not too versed on other countries' vape issues right now. I do know they're as bad, if not worse. Some are better than the U.S. But nevertheless, in the U.S., where I'm located, we are facing some serious demise right now. And we have to keep fighting it. The latest battle we have won was basically postponing the flavor ban to some extent. The battle was won for today, but not in total. We have a lot to still fight for and a lot to beat them with. Needless to say, as we go through our year 2019, going into 2020, it's going to intensify. Some states in the U.S. have already proposed statewide flavor bans. Some states have already done it. I'm not sure which states have, but I know a couple of states have already initiated a statewide vape flavor ban, or are going to in 2020. We can never stop fighting. Vaping has saved 13 million lives to date. I don't know how many active vapors there still are, but I know in total to date it saved 13 million lives. It is very good that we have built this community from the ground up over the course of 12, almost 13 years now. I guess you could say the intro to vaping was in 2007. 2006, 2007 era. We've came a long way since then. We have evolved. We have built a bigger society than you could ever imagine. And right now, we are the most effective way to stop smoking ever. My personal story, I started smoking when I was 13. I stopped when I was 17, 18 with vaping. I got my first mechanical mod when I was 18 years old and moved on from there. Before that, I was using those Ego T-pens. The little guys, the little sticks you can still buy in some gas stations. I was using those little guys. They got me started vaping and to stop smoking when I was 18 years old. I'm 23. I have not smoked a cigarette since. As we innovate the community, as we innovate the industry, we have to keep building on what we fight for. We can never stop fighting for our right to vape. There is countless places you can call, email, some places you can even text to say who you are in your story. We have to keep spamming them and keep people listening. The one thing my fiance has brought up to me was about the Juul industry. Juul has separated themselves from the vape industry, thankfully. Juul themselves have done a lot of damage. Maybe not the company by heart, but people who got Juul, who are underage, were able to conceal them easier than you could ever imagine, causing a lot of turmoil in our community. Our great community we have built from the ground up. It's very sad that one company can come in, do a lot of damage, and then separate themselves from us, ununify themselves from us, and act like everything is fine, when everything is far from it. If you don't know, Juul was owned by Big Tobacco. Which company? I cannot remember that off the top of my head, but Juul was owned by Big Tobacco. They are sponsored by Big Tobacco. So, put one and one together makes a lot of sense. They attacked us in one way or another. Another thing that's hurting our community so viciously is people on social media trying to say vaping has injured them. It's to the point to where it's almost a trend now to, if you go to a hospital for pneumonia, emphysema, or anything else, to blame vaping. Last time I personally checked, and of course I'm being sarcastic, vaping nicotine juice has nothing in it that can cause lung damage. Like I said, I've been vaping for over 5 years now. I had a lung x-ray done, or lung exam done in the previous year, 2019. And to my surprise, there has been no damage at all. Not even damage they could see. My doctor personally told me if it was any damage at all, which there isn't, there's no way he could have found it. That's how clean, safe vaping is. And I mean sponsored, paid companies like Humble, Kilo, the known distro juices, etc. Clean room, safe vaping has not been linked to any health issues to date. Very good to see on that aspect. With people on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even TikTok sitting there claiming that vaping has almost killed them, that is hurting our community more than you can ever imagine. Almost to the point of where you sit there and say, why are you doing this to us? One story that came out fairly recently, I'm looking back in October region, was a gentleman from another state, which state I cannot remember, who was put on the news for vaping injury. He came out on another vape channel on YouTube and said what he said on the news was taken out of context. He never once used a nicotine vaporizer. He used THC and CBD only. With THC vaporizers and vape cartridges from maybe overseas, maybe even domestic, I don't know, it has vitamin E acetate in it. Vitamin E acetate does not disappear from your lungs. It builds up kind of like tar, but way more damaging in a lot of ways. That's really bad to hear. Our industry will always keep fighting. If you're a part of our industry, keep fighting. We have a right to do this. We have a right to be here. We cannot stop the fight. A buddy of mine who works in the vape industry has said we're really facing total crisis right now, and total shutdown even, because of people saying the vapes have hurt them. The second someone says a vape has hurt them, the news picks it up in a heartbeat. Like a snap of my fingers, they're on the news claiming that the juices, like my Humble, has put them in the hospital with lung failure, lung collapse, maybe even worse, when that has never been the case. Those people are looking for money, just looking to sue the industry for something that the industry didn't do to them. It's quite a bit sad. As for the fight, we will continue fighting in 2020. Almost 2019's over now, so 2020. We will continue our uprise. We will continue marching, and we cannot let this go to waste. If you started vaping to quit smoking, and you did, share your voice. If you continue vaping to stay off cigarettes, share your voice. Call, email, look up any way. CUSA, even the White House. Go at them. Let's keep pushing for our rights to vape. This has been Vape Trek Reborn. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever the hell you celebrate. Take care, everybody. Vape Trek out.